Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh. Peculiar Poppy. Worried about the webs of little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by. you, eh? Ha! I've never seen a sword like it. An intruder!
Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans.
Confringo! Potato! Confringo! Potato! Confringo! Potato! Confringo! Potato! Confringo! Confringo! Potato! Finger! Confringo! Stupefy! Confringo! Defender! Potato! Confringo! Defender! Potato! Confringo! Defender!
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not like...
Ah, how delightful.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Revelio. Alohomora.
Lumos.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
I don't think a single student likes Professor Black. They may pretend to.
I thought about transferring to both faculties.
Black only looks out for the purebloods.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Beautification version. I shan't tell.
Revelio. Flipendo. Revelio. Flipendo. Revelio.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Beginner's luck, I say. You'll not beat me next time.
hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Bethany.
Knowledgeable. I hope those assignments were challenging enough.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dome? Sender! Excellent. I think you have it.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
you're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
If my child turned out to be a squib, I don't know what I'd do.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Revelio.
Hey, hey.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Have you ever heard of a mudblood being sorted into Slytherin? Surely that could never happen.
I don't want to be associated with any squibs.
There's never been a shameful squib in my family's history.
Can you imagine the last thing you see being the mouth of a Dementor?
You know my brother is serving a sentence in Azkaban as we speak.
What do Dementors look like under that veil?
Prisoners die in Azkaban all the time. They simply lose the will to live.
Prisoners even look different when they get out of Azkaban. Living with Dementors takes a mighty toll on the soul.
The Ministry will pay for the way they treat their prisoners.
The Ministry doesn't care about anyone, except the ones that do. We should put Spouthole Spavin and all those loyal to him in Azkaban. See how long they last.
The island itself may be a prison, but the Dementors make you a prisoner of your mind as well.
It's working. It says it's
Does
working.
anyone from the Ministry even check on the prisoners? Or are they left completely to the Dementors?
Eldridge Diggory thought he could fix Azkaban.
So we're just doing a test here because basically no fucker can hear me anyway. So hopefully you can hear this.
I suspect my brother's son is a squib. Bloody shame.
I'm certainly grateful to be part of a pure bloodline.
If my child turned out to be a squib, I don't know what I'd do.
Revelia, I thought that headmaster would
So
ensure
my
there'd be no
fucking microphone and my camera's
He
working.
says he's too spineless to stand up to the ministry.
Squibs are just as vile as mudbloods, in my opinion.
Black promised there'd be changes at Hogwarts for pure bloods like us. Have you ever heard of a mudblood being sorted into Slytherin? Surely
Right,
that should never
right. This
happen.
is just a test because we're trying to get the volumes and everything correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, if this works, yeah. Good, eh?
The Ministry are the real criminals for allowing Dementors to run Azkaban. It's inhumane.
How could you stop it?
Right, apparently we've got to do a tomb. A dungeon. Should be fun. But nah, everything should be working okay.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Good shit. Right,
What
let's
precisely
go-
is the
let's go
relic
do a
I'm to
dungeon.
retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of URTKOT. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Goddamn problems over microphones on this. Ooh, what we got down here? Wolves. That suddenly went loud, so hopefully it didn't go too loud on the stream. the actual game is really loud to me, so I might turn it down with my headphones.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Oh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Revelio. It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Lumos. Merlin's beard. Lumos. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. 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 a feeling I'm not alone here. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos. Lumos. close. Revelio. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. Leviosa. Revelio. It's sealed shut from the other side. Oh! Revelio. Confringo! Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Shit.
This looks even more complex. Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Yes, I get it.
Lumos.
Oh shit.
Lumos. The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Revelio.
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok. Incendio! Revelio. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
There's a magic store down there.
This place has seen better days. Leviosa. That wasn't too hard.
The military ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better protection, certainly.
There they are, the Ashwinders.
You will not survive this fight!
Your life ends here. If it's that cat again, I'll...
Expulso!
Now, this has become personal.
Expulso! Expulso! Look what you've done!
You'll pay for that. Expulso!
That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
No more happy days for you.
I'm just warning you. You will pay for your deeds. To your knees.
Aha! Back for more. Ha! You're easier to spot than in a rock. Knew you were still hanging about.
Revelio. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Oh, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be...
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I'd like your help.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Revelio.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Yeah, one at a time.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Glogog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you were needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Go there first.
Incendio! Incendio!
I swear, some of you have a
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield. Charming hamlet.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you! How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Mine now, demiguise.
That's another one of them.
Revelio. 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 Incendio! Confringo! Alohomora. Revelio.
Myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared. As they should. Who's that? Can't handle a little altercation. You're like Clum Bumble, my picture. I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Stop avoiding me! I won't rest. Such arrogance. Teach you nothing about you now. I will make you pay. I won't rest. I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau. I won't.
One camp down, one more to go. Revelio.
Sad. Really, not for a bit of sawing, are we? What an unfortunate disappointment.
Bloody sneezes. Jesus.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
What does it tell us?
Someone there? Afraid to fight? What was that?
Is somebody there? You're so very weak.
Real magic. Oh, quiet. I didn't like finish. That was unexpected. One less human to worry about.
Red Rock Volcano coming through! Is that the big an utterly pitiful display.
get away with that. Time for the vengeance of death. You won't get away with that. Fortunate disappointment. I will make you pay.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Revelio. Revelio. Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
And what do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Incendio! Places! So tricky after all, Merlin.
Got there in the end.
Potato! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Amateur! Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Visit the cave to find Sorona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Lumos. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
This one? Oh, there's a chest in there I missed. That must be Bardo. Would want to know what really happened to him. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, sincerely. Thank you for passing. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Badolf!
In the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now, to find that venomous... Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Shit.
Confringo!
Oh crap. Yeah, I don't know how this rock, ain't I?
What could be stirring in the cellar? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Yeah. I'll get it right this time, hopefully.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring? Stop!
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Elohimora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Over the whole house.
Revelia. Revelia.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Incendio.
completed that errand?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
What? Who goes there?
Hello?
You're no match for me.
Confringo!
I won't rest. Dead. Let's get this over with. I will make you pay.
Revelio.
Goblins will finally rule over